Welcome and welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Kyra Siva. I am a spiritual mentor and healer, and today I'm bringing you a very special reading, which is who is protecting you in the spiritual realm. I am filming this after a very rough week politically, and I live in the United States, and it is not looking so good, friends. Not looking so good. So we do not sit around here on this channel. We are going to do everything we can to bring the light and protection and safety and comfort. And that means that the first thing that you need to do is be able to know who is protecting you on the spiritual realm and just dive more into who they are and how they are protecting you so that you know you have badass teams on your side helping you navigate the wild world that we call 2025 so far. All right, so let's take a deep breath in and out. Sorry, excuse me. All right, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Pause if you need more time, and I'll see you over in pile number 1. Pile number 1. All right, this is who is protecting you in the spiritual realm. So I asked your protector to really come through and really show me the core of their energy, of who they are. And the goddess card appears. So we have the diamond heart, the kini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. These two cards for me show me that you have an enormous protector. You have a very large soul who is coming in, and they specialize in helping souls face the darkness. A lot of times, you know, when you're doing your spiritual exploration, if you're a geek like me, you go to the depths of your psyche, to the shadowiest shadows, and dive in there. You're that kind of soul. You're the kind of soul that wants to transmute that deeper, heavier energy, and it takes a tremendous amount of courage. It takes a tremendous amount of bravery. It takes a tremendous amount of humility and vulnerability to be able to do that. So your protector helps you navigate those spaces, whether they are internally or externally. They are a huge being in your spirit team that really has no fear. They have no fear of the darkness. They have no fear of the ugly stuff. It reminds me of Bagalamukti. I'm butchering that right now. Bagalamukti. Or forms of the Divine Mother that seem fierce, or even in Buddhism, they have these really ragey, ugly, you know, these sort of angry looking demonic beings, but actually they're just the fiercest forms of the divine that are like, I will be scared of exactly nothing. So that is your protector spirit. They help and they understand how to transmute those denser energies. They know how to go into the shadows. They understand from a cosmic perspective the art of transformation in human beings. So your protector spirit, when they are protecting you and working with you, they help you navigate your previous belief systems. They help you really unearth and dig up just the toxic beliefs and limiting beliefs that have held you back in your life. So if you've gone through heartbreak, if you've gone through betrayal, just abandonment, feeling really lost, feeling like when you were reaching out to have connection with somebody, nobody was there. They were there. They were there. They were there with you in your very darkest moments. And the incredible thing about this is that they have given you in those times hope. They have given you strength. They have given you this kind of courage and inspiration to keep going, even in those dark moments. you've been going through a lot of sensitive changes. You've been having to move past certain things that have happened to you in the past and really close the chapter and door on them. And it's taken you a tremendous amount of courage to be able to look at that and come to terms with it, find peace with it, find healing with it, find the ability to move on with that. So they've been really instrumental in that part of the healing journey. Now, when I pulled these cards today, they told me that this card is a gift. And I was really curious about that because I've been using these as a blessing or a block. And abandoned to me is more of a card about having an abandonment block, having a wound there with that. And so I've been kind of curious. I'm like, what is happening for you that this is a blessing for you? So the healing mantra of this card is, I am supported and surrounded. I give others the space they need to envelop and accompany me in life gently, delicately, and divinely. So your gift from your healing guide, they're clearly your healing guide as well. Your gift from your protector is that you were supported and surrounded, and they are helping you experience this sense of being able to be with people and not alone, to be able to have people in your life without your relationship to them be all consuming. As a previous codependent people pleaser, I feel that in my soul. Maybe this is my pile. All right. The other thing is that your protector is very wise, and they're showing me how big these elephant ears are. So your protector is hearing you. They listen. They listen to you. They listen to you when you talk. They listen to you when, it's almost like when you chew out the universe, or if you're really grumpy or something, they're right there. They're like, yeah, that does suck. You're right. Yeah, no, this is horrible. But they also really help you with your clairaudience, that ability to intuitively hear messages. So, and I think one of the most interesting things about doing psychic development is I sort of always thought I would have like these really dramatic Hollywood sort of experiences, and everything actually feels very more natural and subtle. It's like the difference of expecting to go into a high colored room with neon lights and being like, yeah, with loud noises. And actually the truth is you're like, oh, that was just like a word that popped into my head. Oh, that was just a phrase that popped into my head. And other people might experience this differently. It's been very fascinating to develop my psychic abilities and realize how natural they feel and how normal it feels and how subtle a lot of it is. You have to actually pay attention especially when you're first developing it, to be like, oh, that was them. That was the thing. The other amazing thing that your protector spirit is showing me is this playful feathers. And I don't know exactly what that would tie to, but maybe you have feathers on your altar. Maybe they speak to you in feathers. It's almost like they're decorations. Like maybe you have an altar and you put feathers on it as decorations, or you have like a spirit doll. I forget what they're called. Ooh, what are they called? It's like a Native American spirit doll. Man, help me out there in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But that's what they're showing me, that there's this decoration with the feathers, this decoration with this sort of, it's like playful and flouncy. And we also kind of see this similar, I don't know, it's like these offshoots. So they also could just be highlighting that as a signal of how they look. But the feathers seem to be really important for some reason, and I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe leave me a comment below and let me know how you use feathers in your personal practice. All right. The other thing that's going on with your spirit guide, Man, I am all over the place. Your protection spirit. They are all things for you, okay? Like, they've come in for healing. They're a spirit guide. They're your protector. You have a freaking elephant at your back, okay? That's how huge in contrast. Like, you're a little human, they're a giant elephant. That's the contrast for you. So if you ever feel nervous or scared, just be like, I don't have anything to worry about. I have a giant elephant behind me. So not only have they helped you go through these dark places in this really pivotal and sensitive point of transformation, they've also really been giving you inspirational visions and gifts. We see over here in the Seven of Cups, when I was really looking at what that card meant in relation to this reading, the message that came through clairaudiently was, these are your gifts, your treasures. This is the points of inspiration. Sometimes we look at the circumstances of our lives and they look really hard and not good and overwhelming. And when that happens for you, what they do is they remind you that these kind of moments are temporary. Even if you don't see a way out right now, it is temporary, and they are actually helping you move through that and get past that. So they put these visions of a better life, of a better whole healed version of you, of the relationships that you want, they keep sort of showing me like familial relationships that were really damaging when you were young, and now as you are older, they're showing you visions of what a happy family would look like. And they do that because they want you to have the inspiration to keep moving forward. There's also this nod to helping you really balance the elements. We've got water and fire and some earth and this ether and air. So we have this collection of elements, and all of us are made of 5 elements, right? We all have earth, we all have fire, we all have water, we all have air, we all take up space. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. Oh my God. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But you have all of these elements, and so they are also protecting you by helping you rebalance these elements in you over and over and over and over again. The last thing that they want me to point out as your protector spirit is to really listen to the bells ringing. In my altar, I have bells. There's just something I use. Currently, my toddler has stolen the bell, but typically it would live on my altar. For you, what they're saying is use bells in your practice to ward off evil. I don't really know why the evil, but to ward things off. And also that association with the church bells. Like, there's something so serene and beautiful on an early Sunday morning in the distance where you hear the bells of a church ringing. There's something really beautiful about that. And so they want you to use sound. They want you to use the sound of bells, the sound of yourself too, to really help clear the air. Clear the space, ward off things. They keep telling me ward off stuff. Okay, I guess you need to ward off some stuff, or maybe that's how you've been feeling. So they're giving you a solution or an answer to something that you have been asking them about. The last part of the message, and then we're going to wrap this up, because I'm a color girly. I want to point out some colors to show you how beautiful they are. First, we have this beautiful message that's really combined here with these greens and yellows and reds. Of really, when you look at the past, whether you are looking at the past for your own internal story, or because of this week, collectively in the past of our the history of this globe, they want you to really take stock of how that is and to learn from it, to understand it. You don't have to keep repeating the mistakes of the past. You can look at it and learn from it and know how to out-navigate those things. We also have this beautiful message over here with these purples and the Seven of Cups. Your spirit guide, your protection spirit is huge, and at the same time, they are really here helping you with your healing. This card is so much more about these birds flying and having this freedom into the distance and having this freedom of expansion of, it's like the freedom that you feel when you have flying dreams. This ability to soar through and over the world. That's really what this gift is about. When you get into high emotional situations, your spirit guide's really wanting to remind you that you are never alone in those, and to tap into them, lean back into them, and allow yourself to feel this expansion. It will carry you very far, even if you have the tiniest of moments of feeling expansive and free. That will grow, and you will ultimately really soar from places like that. Okay, pile number 1. Your protection spirit is quite the badass. I am very excited for you. If you like this reading, please give it a like and subscribe. Check me out over on Patreon. I also have private readings available. Link is in the description. And until next time, I am here for you. Pile number 1. Have a beautiful
Pile
and blessed
number
day. 2. All right. This is who is protecting you in the spirit realm. Pile number 2, you have a very clear protector in the spirit realm, and that is a spirit of fire, which is incredible, incredible. We can see up here, we have all of this nod to the fire, and then I asked your spirit guide, your protector spirit, to really come through and show me the essence of who they are. And the very first thing that stands out is just this massive fiery ball of light. You have the kind of protector that takes no ish at all. Like the vision that they give me is putting you in a ring of fire as your shield when you go out into the world. They are fierce, they are fiery, they take they take no ish from anybody, and also they're a protector of time. They really help you navigate time, manage time, and they are masters of time and your ability to use time. Fire is an element of transformation, so your protector spirit is also an expert in transformation, and they hold this infinite possibilities for you, just in the same way that you would write your prayers or your intentions or your pleas to the Davies on a piece of paper and put it in the fire, or even all of your problems. Say you're just trying to let go a lot of like negative things, you would write down all of those negative things that you want to let go, and then you offer that into a fire that you have consecrated for ceremony, that you have, honored as a sacred and divine fire. Those messages are going to the divine. So your protector spirit allows you to hold this energy and tap into this energy of infinite possibilities, and they actually help you transmute and transform just your life, truly. They're really here guiding you as a light. How hilarious is that? Because it's fire. They're really guiding you as a light. We even see up here this shining light. So you have this sun. You have this infinite light at your back. This protector spirit also protects you from things that hurt you. So imagine that you have people that want to say stinging words, or circumstances in your life where people want to give you the shaft, right? Like they want to give you the short end of the stick. Your protector spirit cuts that stuff off so quickly, so strongly. They are, when they see negativity coming your way, they make sure that they burn it. The phrase they're giving me is open their third eye and burn it. How cool is that? All right, we also have this really gentle, soft, sweet, kind part of your protector spirit, and that's the part of your protector spirit that comes in to nurture and protect the inner child in you, the little person, right? They are the kind of spirit, as much as they could burn who is trying to attack you, they also light up inside of you inspiration. A lot of times inspiration won't come until you feel protected, until you feel safe. And a lot of inspiration also doesn't come until you feel like the beings you're interacting with have a sort of gentleness with you. So your protector spirit is coming in to say they really, really help you, and they're easy to access during the new moon energy. We can see the new moon here, and even this is more indicative of this new moon time. If we look at all of these cards, they have these they're soft, translucent, delicate flowers. There are these beautiful purple flowers here. You can just see that there's this whole message right here. So your protector spirit gave you 3 different parts of them within this layout. You can see the fire up here. We see the attributes that they're really providing for you down here. And this is such a nice message. I hope that the colors are coming out, because you have these beautiful tans and browns and oranges and reds with these touches of blue, green, teals. And really, truly the same over here. It's just in a different color contrast. So you have these traits, and then you have their countenance is the word that they're giving me, but their like personality, if they were a person, up here. And then this super sweet side message. They are there with you even in times when you feel completely alone. They are right there at your back when you are going through hard times and good times, when you feel the most alone you've ever felt in the world. You truly aren't, because this protector spirit is always with you. They are the soft, gentle breeze hug that comes along when you are sitting on top of a hill, pondering life, maybe shedding some tears and trying to figure out your next steps. They're right there with you. We see this sweet little heart right here and at the top too. So your protector spirit not only is fierce, but is also completely sweet and gentle with you. When they are dealing with you, they are so delightfully nice. They are so gentle, so calm, and they really understand how to connect down through your crown chakra to give you the messages and inspiration that you need for and from the universal wisdom. Those are things like when you ask, okay, how do I figure out my life purpose? What are my next steps? What sort of job do I do? How do I navigate this? How do I navigate that relationship? Like, what am I doing? They really show up and tell you that everything is okay, and that they've got your back, and that they're working hard on their side of creation to make sure you have a really smooth and sweet life. So if you're the kind of person that sort of struggles when you're alone, or struggles even when you're in a crowd of people and you just never really truly feel like you're at home, or whenever your inner child gets very scared, they're really showing me a lot of inner child, like that when your inner child is reaching out or screaming or asking or pleading, or just when your inner child is very active and feels fear, this protector spirit swoops on in to your energy, gives you that big, warm, protecting hug, and shows you like, hey, you don't need to be so scared anymore, because I am fire and I am fierce, and you are held in the arms of an incredibly strong and powerful being. All right, pile number 2, that is your spirit guide that is protecting you in the spiritual realm. If you like this video, don't forget to do all the YouTube things, like and subscribe. My Patreon channel is soft launching. I've got some content starting over there, so come join me over there in the next week or two. I'll be holding my first live Q&A in February, so you can check out Patreon for details about that. And if you would like a personal reading, link is in the description. I will never reach out to you, but you are always welcome to reach out to me. And until next time, pile number 2. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. This is who is protecting you in the spiritual realm. Pile number 3. The whole feeling that I get from this protector of yours is really that you are the kind of person that would be in an ashram. You would be, if that avenue isn't for you, then you're the kind of person that would go to holy places and learn from saintly beings. That's the feeling that they are giving me with this pile. It makes me think of how, like, your Swami is your protector, your guru, your just your teacher or an angelic being that works specifically with souls who are ready to really go on the path of enlightenment and are very extremely committed to their path. And this is the kind of protector who comes around. It could even be in an ascended master. We have the Hierophant right here. It's like this is an incredibly evolved soul or an angelic soul, and they specifically protect the kind of souls that come to Earth to do the work of enlightenment, to really go down those paths. That can look like a lot of different things, but this is you are a very dedicated spiritual student. You are the kind that is, I love this kind of people, but like, you're the geek kind. You and me, we're sitting up at midnight reading, stories of saints' lives. There is a really incredible energy that they bring into your life, and that they are around you because of the qualities and traits that you feel like you're putting a lot of effort into it, but you're truly effortlessly embodying. Over here we have devoted and surrendered to the divine. There is an incredible thing that happens perspective-wise and internally-wise when you are able to truly surrender to the divine, and you are able to take a big exhale, when you are able to just completely relax. And this protector spirit is with you in those times, and they are the strength around you that allows you to feel so safe that you can be completely vulnerable in that way. The other protector spirit that this could be the quality of is literally the universal consciousness itself. It may just be life itself protecting you because of the quality of character that you have. We have these amazing full moons, these incredibly large, vibrant, they're purpley, they're blue. We have the full moon in Aquarius, show the world, the real you, and the surrender to the divine, the straight up full moon card. So this is a protector who is extremely accomplished at spiritual concepts. They are extremely accomplished at spiritual knowledge. They are the kind of spirit that when you fall asleep at night, you find yourself on a little hill in the middle of the cosmos getting a lesson on spirituality. We also have Eagle, Spirit has your back, and Embrace the in-between. So this is the kind of protector spirit who does incarnate at times. They will incarnate to be on planet Earth right now. I feel like it's from your tradition. I feel like whatever spiritual path that you walk, they are in that teaching lineage. They are in that leadership lineage. They are a part of your energetic lineage. For example, I've learned a lot from Sri Swami Kaleshwar and Shirdi Sai Baba. Those are key characters in my lineage, and energetically wise, the things I have learned, if you were to ask me who my master is and like where does my energy line come from, where does the knowledge come from, it first and foremost comes from them. Although I've studied a lot of different spiritual knowledge, I would say my energetic home is Pendakonda, India. My energetic lineage, who I came from spiritually wise, is Shirdi Sai Baba. That is the teaching lineage that I am encapsulated in, right? Like that's who, when energies and karmas play out, that's where that energy is going, and that's where that energy is coming from. So if I were in this reading, I would say, oh, this would be Shirdi Sai Baba for me. This would be Swami Kaleshwar for me. Because that's my teaching lineage. So that's what, that's wild. It's probably them. Anyways, if you're not a Swami student, maybe you have a different Swami, you have a different guru. That's what they're telling you. Like, this is a part of your energetic spiritual lineage, your spiritual family. We also have the Lady of the Lotus Born. I asked for this card for them to show the essence of their energy, of who they are. And you have the Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. So again, this is just screaming to me that your protector spirit are, you know, you've got Indian saints, you've got, I can't remember it right now because I'm so caught up with the Indian saint thing, but maybe it's Saint Germain. It's just something like that. Like if you're into Buddhism, then it is the teaching lineage from there, which is really incredible and really beautiful, because this protector spirit not only understands, they're telling me they've had a recent incarnation, that they have, they've had a recent incarnation. So you might actually have a picture of them on your wall. You might have a picture of them on your mantle or your altar. They might be saying they're living in your house. That's funny. They might be hanging out with you right now. So if anything gets tipped over or knocked off, and you know that is a sign. They are showing you that they are there. But they are this really incredible, enlightened soul. That's the main message. It took me a while to get there. They are an enlightened soul who incarnates on earth, but is like a spiritual teacher, and they are not in their bodies, and they are protecting you on the other side, and they show you all of these lessons. They show you how to protect yourself mentally. They show you how to integrate your spiritual knowledge. They show you, this for me is a big message over here, because I love the feeling of devotion. That is one of my top most enjoyable experiences in terms of being a human that feels emotion. Devotion is an incredibly sweet and enlivening feeling. And so I'm really drawn to that, because it's just, if you're the kind of person who has the capability of feeling devotion, you get to experience the sweet chocolates of life. And it is so freaking wonderful. Your spirit guide also really helps you navigate this in-between space. They are the ones, let me zoom this out a little bit for you. There you go. They are the ones where, when you are meditating a lot, or you're doing your spiritual practice that requires a lot of inward focused, still-bodied, really expansive, going out into the ethers or deep into the silence and the nothingness, they are right there for you, and they are helping you navigate living with one foot in the spiritual world and one foot firmly in the world of materiality. They have learned how to do that balance. They have learned how to navigate that in such a masterful way. So they protect you by showing you how to do that. They protect you by putting that bubble of light and love around you, so that when you go into those places, you have, it's like they're telling me, it's like calling angels in around you. It's like you have this vibrant spiritual buffer between you and materiality because of the work that you do. They just really honor that, and that's like, you're their student, they're going to help you out. So pile number 3. Wow, what a deep and unexpected reading. I really love the space that they are taking me inside with this. I am this geek. This is probably the pile for me out of all of the piles. Oh, I love it. Okay, pile number 3, that is your protector spirit. They are an enlightened being. It is truly incredible. If you like this reading, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. And I have Patreon basically open, the little soft launch, so I will be doing my first live Q&A over there on February 15th. Check that out for more. And if you are interested in a reading, just know I will never reach out to you, and you are always welcome to reach out to me. The link is in the description. And until next time, pile number 3, you have an enlightened and peaceful day.